It's alright. I ain't worried about it. If you notice, I keep a toe strap on my dog because if not, she's gonna go flying, man. Also, I had fully intended on starting the car to warm it up before I took off walking the dog. But I didn't do that, so now I'm gonna get back to a cold car. Trying to get to the gas station. I mean, I'm gonna go to the gas station either way, but I'm gonna have a cold car doing it, so it is what it is. Damn, boy, with the clean Honda. Whee. Damn, boy got off. Damn, somebody cut him off too. Which is crazy. Alright guys, so definitely, I mean, I know I sound sick. I'm coming off of being sick for like a week. But anyway, let's see. Let's get a good angle here. Today's video is about why the Honda Fit is the second best daily driver. And I say second because you can't count out the Honda Civic. But if it wasn't for the Honda Civic, this would be the best daily driver. It would be the best daily driver if it wasn't for the Honda Civic just being there. And I'm not really talking about the newer Honda Civics. I'm kind of just talking about, like, let's say like an EG Coupe or an EG Sedan or EG Hatch. You cannot pass those up for anything. So with that being said, I'm gonna talk about why the Honda Fit is the best daily driver. I just got another one. So yeah, right now I'm actually just gonna run to the gas station. I'll talk to you guys a bit while I let the car warm up actually. So the Honda Fit, man, you know, I'll be honest with you, I was kind of unsure about this car when I first got it. Not the 2011, I started by having the 07, the GT3. And I was like, yeah, you know, this is a good car and everything, but I literally grew to love the car so much in terms of its reliability, and the car has proved like to be one of the best cars that Honda has made and still makes. Though I prefer, like, you know, the anywhere between 07 to 2011. Like literally, like I got the 07 and then I sought out to get a 2011 because, like, after looking at like all the newer models and whatnot, I'm like, nah, like a 2011 is the one that I like in terms of body style, shape and everything like that. I like the 2011 a lot more. So in terms of reliability, they've literally like proved themselves over and over and over again. The 1.5 engine literally it's just crazy like how reliable it is. Literally anytime I've had a single issue on the 07, it's been pretty much, you know, a super simple fix. I'll be honest, working on the Honda Fit, the engine compartment is extremely small, but if you have the right tools, you figure out how to kind of maneuver around the engine compartment a little bit, it's kind of just, that's like the least of your worries at that point. So anything that's ever gone wrong with the 07, it's been a super simple fix. It kind of gave me the confidence to go and get the 2011 just because I know if anything happens, I'm not worried about it. I'll fix it like nothing. So with that being said, now I can tell you about this 2011. I don't remember the chassis code on this, so I'll bring that up later in the video. And obviously this one is gonna get a whole bunch of tasteful mods and just really be a fun car when she's done. Right now it's definitely a daily driver, but with that being said, there's gonna come a point where, you know, we get her all fixed up, all nice and whatnot, get some mods, and I will drive her daily, but I won't put her through the abuse that I do daily. Just kind of driving around and, you know, picking things up, loading her up with stuff because, you know, I don't want to load her up too heavy with suspension and whatnot. Possibly before I even lower the car, the first thing I'm going to do is get a hybrid racing short shifter. I just got this car not too long ago, and I have a check engine light. So the check engine light is for a coolant temperature sensor number 2, and it's showing, it says circuit high. But when I went down to take a look at the coolant temperature sensor, so when I went down to go look at the coolant temperature sensor, the issue actually is that the wires are mangled down there, and they're not capable of relaying the message of the coolant temperature, basically. But I've been doing a lot of research, and I have a scan tool which tells me. So I have a scan tool that gives me live data. Damn, bless you, dog. You all right? Let me get off my Wi-Fi real quick. So I have a scan tool that gives me live data. Let's see, engine coolant temperature. And I've been monitoring the coolant temperature with this. Right now it's at 107 because I just started the car. Oh, I like to take off when it's at about, you know, like 120. But with this, with the live data reader, I've been monitoring my coolant temperature so that I know the car's not overheating or anything like that. And it has not overheated once, but I do know that the fans kick on at about 190 degrees Fahrenheit, but the entire time I've had the car and driven it X amount of miles, or as far as I've gone, it hasn't even gotten up to 190 degrees. It's been between the 140 to 170 range, 175 max range driving. Idling, I got it up to 190, but that was before I knew that the fans kicked on at 195. But I mean, I know that the second coolant temperature sensor at the bottom of the radiator, it's not, the car's not getting any reading from it. So most likely the fans aren't kicking on. Like I said, it's winter here in the East Coast, so it's kind of not even like, you know, it hasn't been a problem. The car is not overheated once on me, but still, it's, you know, yeah, I don't know if the fans are kicking on. I mean, it hasn't reached 195, so I don't know if the fans will kick on when it does reach 195. But either way, all I have to do is maybe go to a junkyard or order the piece or whatever, but get a plug with wires that are cut like 3 inches back so that I can wire them in with the wires that are already down there, and literally just plug it back in order to, you know, finally get a reading from that temperature sensor. I know what the coolant is at. I can see it right here, you know. It's at 122 right now, and I'm guessing it's getting that reading from the first coolant temperature sensor. I mostly want to fix it. It's really not a problem, but also I want to get it fixed, and I feel like I have to get it fixed because, first of all, I want to get that check engine out. So I want to fix that, and since the fans kick on at 195, I want to get that taken care of in order to make sure that my fans are kicking on. But like I said, I haven't checked yet. I haven't let the car get up to 195 idling. So because driving, it won't get up to that 195. Idling, maybe, but I haven't let it get to that point yet. So I'm gonna try and do that maybe later today. But I'm also gonna try and lift the car up a little bit on the jack and put a jack stand under there. Unplug it, take some pictures of the plug and whatnot, so that I can go to the junkyard or whatever. It might not be today that I go to the junkyard, but I'm really not that worried about it. But I do want to get it fixed. One, to get the check engine light out, and two, to make sure my fans are kicking on exactly when they need to. So right now, I'm at 132 and I'm just idling. Right now I'm gonna run to the store, get a few things, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Peace. Yeah, I couldn't get my family to go with me because it's just cold outside. Everybody's freezing. So the GT3 is gonna stay. I myself am gonna go in the 2011. I don't know the chassis code on these. I'll tell you right now. It is a GE8. So I'm gonna go in the GE8. I'm gonna hit the car wash. You know what? No, because we came up with a name for this car. This car is the Orange Slice, because it'd be slicing through traffic. Orange Slice. But no, yeah, we're gonna go in the Orange Slice. I just want to find a car wash. We're kind of new to the city, so I want to find a car wash because I've been driving around getting a whole bunch of salt on the car. It's honestly way too cold to be washing anything. Water's most likely gonna freeze, but I just want to get that salt off. Probably the rest of the winter, I'm just gonna get a bunch of salt on the car. With the fact that I just got the car, I might as well just wash it off real quick. All right, so I'm gonna set up my live data here just to get a good idea of where I'm at. Coolant temp.
Authorizing.
Let's see. Okay. How much time do I have? Oh. I just do as much as I want, and then it charges me. So. Oh, the water's actually warm. It's kind of clutch. $8. Nice. And I didn't really wash it how you really should wash a car. Just kind of rinse it off to get the salt off and whatnot, but it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So while I'm here, I'll talk a little bit about the car. It's a 2011 Honda Fit. It's got 175K miles, which is good mileage for a Fit, just for the fact that they literally go forever, but you just have to make sure you're taking care of them. I mean, first of all, it's a small car, obviously. But it's got a lot of space. Like, I think it's like 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet high. Like from trunk up, it's like 3 or 4 feet. And then it's like from the back of the trunk to the front of the car, it's like 7 or 8 feet. Like, I've seen people, they put kayaks inside the car. Some people live out of these things. Some people go camping out of these things. They even, they'll tow like a trailer with a tent on top of it. And this I got a vacuum as well, but I'm gonna try and get a bunch of it out real quick. I just don't want to get any inside the trunk. All this is because the car's been sitting for about had been sitting for about 6 months before I came to pick it up. Maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. That's just what the owners told me. I mean, a little bit of backstory on the car. It was owned by an older couple. They owned it. That'll happen. They were the only owners of this car, so one owner, and it was driven by the wife. She told me that she loved this car. This car was her baby. She just couldn't drive the car anymore because I think, she said her knees were, bad, and that she just couldn't drive a manual transmission car anymore, which I understand. It's totally normal. Me myself, I got my fair share of joint problems, so I get it. If I'm driving for too long, I kind of start to feel a little bit of pain in my knee and in my ankle, mostly on my left side. But no, yeah, this car has been, like, honestly taken care of meticulously. The whole thing about the coolant temp sensor, I'm not sure exactly what info they got on that or who they had work on the car, because they had the thermostat replaced and then the AC condenser, because the AC condenser does go out on these cars. But I mean, that's normal especially after 175K miles. I mean, what do you really expect, Yeah, well, I'll just let it warm up and whatnot. But no, yeah, I mean, this car has so much, honestly, so much space. The back seats are crazy. Popcorn for the baby. The back has got plenty of space. Literally on the GT3, the 07, we've gone on road trips, multiple road trips, actually, like driven, 6+ hours in the car. Literally in the GT3, I've had Martha drive, and I would fold down these seats. Yeah, it goes down perfectly. I would literally fold down the seats and I would sleep, like literally head here, feet back there, and I would sleep in the car while she was driving 5, 6, 7 hours straight on a road trip. These cars are honestly perfect for a road trip, not to mention how good on gas they are. I want to say it's almost 30 miles to the gallon on this one. I'll say 24 though, highway, 24, 25 highway. The other day I put $20 in the tank. I was able to get a little bit over 6 gallons, and that basically filled the tank for me, which is crazy, So also, I do need to vacuum the car, but not only do the seats fold down this way, they also fold up this way. So I mean, if you have, stuff you need to store or you're taking back home with you from wherever, plenty of things can go under there. No joke, on the GT3, the other one, the 07, we've been to IKEA when we were moving into our new place and literally filled the entire car with, like, furniture, boxes of chairs and cushions, all types of stuff. Literally filled the entire car from a trip to IKEA. And then we even got a couch from IKEA at one point. It was like 2 boxes, but we stacked them on top of the car, which, I mean, that's up to you if you want to stack boxes on top of your car, but I wouldn't do it on this one because this one, you know, the paint is kind of too mint on this one. So I wouldn't do it on this one, but I mean, you can. We strapped it down and we got home just fine. Drove a little bit under an hour and we made it just fine. But honestly, I was super iffy about the orange, but now that I got it, I kind of like the orange a lot. The inside is just super comfortable. I'm gonna pop the hood real quick just to get a quick look. But yeah, I mean, this is the engine. Yeah, obviously I gotta clean all throughout here. I'm gonna vacuum and whatnot at some point. This right here, like the intake manifold, you can see like the corrosion and stuff. Basically the whole engine kind of has that like little amount of corrosion, but it's not really something you want to worry about. Like it's something that can get cleaned up easily. You know, a lot of the times on these cars, sometimes what you might do is a valve adjustment. Man, I've heard that the valve adjustment does improve your gas mileage. Got a new alternator, new AC compressor, and then obviously the new thermostat, and then they did the first temp sensor, but not the second one. So the second one needs to be replaced. But no, yeah, she's not that bad. She's good, man. So yeah, I mean, like I said, like I've seen and heard about the Honda Fit plenty of times, but I didn't know. I guess I really didn't know like how good of a car they were until I got into them myself. So good that, you know, now I own 2 of them and I'm super happy with them. And honestly, if I'm being totally honest, I prefer these cars over the Honda Civic. Obviously, you want your built EG, coupe, sedan, whatever the case is. You know, we're building a sedan, so it's kind of just like, yeah, obviously you're gonna have a Civic. But as a daily driver, there's no reason not to get a Fit. Like I said, it's proven itself over and over again in terms of reliability. It's a pretty fun car as well. I won't lie, it's very fun, the car. We're not even gonna go crazy on the mods. Like I said, I think I'm gonna go with the hybrid racing short shifter. I honestly kind of like this steering wheel. I don't know if I'm gonna do exhaust. I want to do exhaust, but I'm just not 100% sure if I should. Just in terms of how daily I want this car to be, or I mean, I don't know. Exhaust is cool. Exhaust is fine. I just know that I don't want to go too loud with it, you know, because I'll leave that up to the Civic. Civic can be loud as hell. It can be as loud as it gets. But for something like this, something small, something that you're kind of gonna drive every day, I know for a fact I'm probably gonna take this car on road trips. Yeah, I mean, so if we do exhaust, it'll be just something tasteful, something not too loud, nothing crazy, but something that'll sound good for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a little slight overview about the car. There's really nothing major to it. It's just a really reliable, fun little car that looks kind of cool. I think it's more cute than anything, if you ask me, but it's a nice little car. With that being said, I think I'm just gonna go for a little drive. But on that note, I mean, I don't really have much else to show you about the car. So yeah, this is her. Orange slice. You can tell the car's been on for a minute. I'm chilling, and it's at 165.2, so it doesn't heat up very quickly, I guess. It's not too bad, at least. I'm gonna go about my day. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the car and also show you why the Honda Fit is the second, I'll put parentheses, I'm not gonna put in the title, but parentheses, second best daily driver. In my opinion, it really is the first, because the Honda Civic, if you're gonna get a Honda Civic, just build it. If you're gonna get a Civic, just build it. If you're gonna get an EG, sedan, coupe, hatch, build it. EK, sedan, coupe, hatch, just build it. If you want a daily driver with some tasteful mods, get yourself a Honda Fit. Oh, also, I kind of jumped on this one because I honestly do see the market for these going up. I honestly do see these going up in price in the market a lot. They're just becoming more sought after. More people want them. It's just a car that people are coming to understand that's worth the money, you know, and just worth owning. If you want a car that's good on gas, if you want a car that's practical, reliable, and a little bit fun. Even more fun if you put some things into it. I don't know, I kind of like this steering wheel, but I may or may not switch it out for a quick release. And then with the quick release, they sell a little attachment that goes on the side of it for the cruise control and whatnot. And then obviously coilovers and wheels, but I think I'm gonna do the short shifter and stuff first. Actually, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. We'll see which one I do first, honestly. We'll see. It could be coilovers and wheels. It could be the short shifter and quick release. We'll see. But all I know is I'm going to have a good time with it. I'm going to take my time with it. I'm not rushing. I don't like to rush projects. I just kind of like take my time and do it as I go. Do it as I please. However, that's pretty much my overview on the car. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a small little video, short little video, just to kind of talk about the car, tell you guys my opinion on the car, and why I got the car, and just, I guess, the benefits of owning this car. Yeah, it's a pretty fun little car, and yeah, it's definitely not going anywhere anytime soon. I definitely think it's worth it if you get one. Either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm trying to get back on the YouTube. I know it's been a while, but trying to get back on the channel, trying to get as much videos out as possible. At the EG sedan that we call Wednesday that we're building, and then see where we go from there. But yeah, so we got a project, and we got a few other things going on. So gonna try and get back on the YouTube. Gonna try and put out as much videos as possible. Just pretty much overall have a good time, and you know, put out content that you guys enjoy just as much as I enjoy making it. So, you know, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.